now deviating into music because I'm waiting to train the people who will be acting with me. Because acting is like a seesaw, the seesaw play. If the weight is too much here, the other person, when it comes up, might bounce up. If the weight here throws the lighter person off. If the weight is balanced, the seesaw will be smooth, will be nice. Yes, and that's it, like a theater. If the energy from Ife is low, I will be outplaying him. So I have to, at the end of the day, the soonest, begin to gather my own students. So I can easily move and retire into my own theater den in my hometown and be performing. Because I believe in live stage theater. The reason why I keep running away from cameras is because of that director's language, cut. Because I am a character player. Some birds dread water. Ducks sleep in it. The same it is with some men. Some men dread trouble. Others caught trouble. About Awo. Esasoye. Why? Why did you do it? Why did you kill Wangwe Egiebo? Because the moon is dim. Little scary stars cast a glimpse of tonight you all die. You see, you have carried some people along. Because of something, maybe somebody walked by, the director will say, "Cut!" Then you have to build that up again. And that's the reason why I run away from movies and videos. I am an actor that when I take a character from the beginning to the end of the play, by the grace of God, ask anybody who has seen me perform. I played the divorce at the National Theatre. That was the time I was seeing queues waiting in front of the box office, long from the box office to the gate of the National Theatre. And when they were driving us in, we say, "Ah," and they say, "They're buying ticket." If we play one up, yes, they're buying ticket. I've never seen it since we stopped the regular National Theatre special programs we used to do, and it can still come back. The hoodlums took over the streets at night, the dangers of the streets at night, the insecurity of the streets at night kept the theatre goers in their homes and seeing their boxed up in their homes. Definitely this video influx are just, and so people have sat down in their house now. Bring the food here. I'm watching a play right now. Bring it here. Don't put it on the dining table. Or bring it here. Bring it here. Now we have to see how we can get them back to come and enjoy the beautiful aspect of character and audience exchanging a rapport. The tortoise The tortoise wanted to go on a senseless journey. Brother tortoise, when will you be wise and come back home? Not until I've been disgraced. Not until I've been disgraced. Not until I've been disgraced. I am Kurumi. Characters I've played Kurumi, I've played Ovora when Obaisi, I've played Leshinyoba in Wole Soyinka's King and the Death Horseman. I've played Baroka in Lion and the Jewel. I've played Styles in Susie Banzi is Dead. Only two people holding the audience spellbound for nearly 2 hours. So it's better now I just take a break and see and hear lines rendered, characters played until when my school starts. Yes, we were living on Silver Street, number 5, Olorun Shogo. And in those days, Abalabi nightclub was on the main Agege Motor Road. We were on that street at the back, Silver Street. So it was easy for me to sneak out of the house to go and through the back door of Abalabi nightclub. From our house, you go further, you go through the back, and you just get into the stage area where I would just hum it. Late Tunde Shofison. I will hum into him. I will hum the song to him or to Brother Willie, the maracas player. And they will say, okay, they will rehearse it. I will stay there, they will rehearse it, because then my parents were still saying, don't you ever go near anything music or anything at all. Don't let me hear it again from you. Because in those days, playing music is like a gutter boy. Gutter boy. A musician is related to, they will relate to you then in those days as a street boy. And so I was always sneaking out to do this. But when they started hearing them on the radio, okay, he's not the one playing it. The band is playing it. Well, maybe that's his talent. But eventually when they allowed me to go and study in Ibadan, to be an apprentice to engineer D.R. Salt, a printing engineering techniques officer. I took that opportunity to become what I wanted to be, because that was freedom. Away from the house, just out of school, go and study printing engineering. Okay. Printing engineering. Yes, I will. I will leave work. And the free times, because I had a whole house to myself that my uncle gave to me. So I was free. In the evenings, I would just walk from Iyaganku to Okebola and sing some songs. Go to Paradise Hotel and enjoy Radio Kunta. That's when my uncle got angry that I never was going to work again as an engineer and sent me out of that palace where I was enjoying. And freedom number 2+. Because when I was on my own, I was not even thinking of anybody. That's when I became full-fledged free man to be a performing artist. The answer is not far-fetched. In those days, when parents, the likes of my late Baba, the Lisa himself, my daddy, when they sit down, they love boasting. My son is a lawyer. My son is a lawyer. You see, his junior sister is studying medicine in London. And you see, just like my cousin, his own son is a mechanical engineer now. You will never hear one of them boast of my son. He's a dramatist. My son is you never hear them say my son is a singer. My son is dancing with So in those days, let me tell you, they were proud to select just accountant, the boy. But it's a chartered and guild, yeah. They were ready to easily secure such jobs. One in Dr. Konimasi Street Hospital. Bá ń sọ fún Dékúnlé pé kó yọ síbẹ̀ kó rí Mr. Dr. Jejelola. Dékúnlé will go because ọmọ ẹ̀ báyìí ni and then we will get that job. Accountant, oh yes, àwọn UTC wọ́n need accountant kan. Yesterday ṣe bá accountancy ló ṣe. Okay. Such were the easy accesses they knew and they wanted to format, and children must go because we know what to do next. But with a singer, we don't know what to do at all. With a dramatist, what do we do about that? So such were the reasons why parents of those days would love their children to be an engineer, etc. But nowadays, some rich parents are even spending fortunes on their children to be a performing artist. Ayé ṣe dára ń bọ̀ wá o. It is getting clearer and clearer that where we are, an artist is as important as a scientist or as a doctor, because we're all here to hold our profession as strong and as polished as ever, and you can stand on your own anywhere in the whole world. Oh yes, we did some programs together when he was with the National Arts Council as the director of the National Troupe. We did some jobs together. But when I was much younger, I was staying with my senior sister in their house, 37 Hughes Avenue. Hughes Avenue. At the end of Hughes Avenue, when you turn right, this is our house. You walk out 2 houses and you turn right, you are at Baba Ogunde's house off Hughes Avenue. Anybody who knows that house knows I know what I'm talking about. His house in Lagos. Go down Hughes Avenue, Omo Tara or Omo Lara or something street, and then go turn right. We are coming from bus stop Hughes Avenue. to the down, that's the 7 down, further down, turn right. You will see their house on the left, the fence of the house. I used to easily walk into there to see them rehearse in those days. And he loved me, because eventually when I became an actor, because I worked with the Uni Ibadan acting company. I worked with Oriolokun theater group. I worked with the University of Awo Varsity Theater, University of Ife Theater. That we were touring plays to Ilorin, Kaduna, Lagos, everywhere. That's where we toured Ovora and went Ogbaisi to Benin, and Ogbemudia kept me there for years. Yes, I played the role of a king, Ovora Ogbaisi. I played the role of that king. The chiefs, everybody, the governor. When they said we should come to the office on Monday, I didn't know what was going to happen. Then we got to the office of the governor on Monday, and he got up and addressed us. And now he said, finally, I want Professor Rotimi to know that our Oba, Mr. Jimi Solanke, is not going back to Ife. I want our Oba to remain with us here in Benin. We are ready to keep him at the Midwest Arts Council as long as he wants to be here with us. We will write a letter that we are taking back to the institute. Thank you very much, Professor Olarotimi. That's how I was retained in Benin, and I worked for the Midwest Arts Council from 1972 till 1975 as a senior cultural officer in the then Midwest. So, as an actor, I'm still going to levels. As a singer, I'm still trying to reach higher. As a dancer, I am not as vibrant, because when you put AGE together, those 3 letters that forms the word age belies realities on you. Now I see some people move, and I will get to my corner and try it. My bones will be cracking, creaking, screeching, crying, Baba, you want to kill us? So, but as an actor, yes, because what you need is just, and you will not even be auditioned for a character that will be more than you can act physically. And as a singer, now the experience is there. You can sing better. Because let me give you an example of singers all over the world. Being all of them, they were old, and they will croon, and you will still be looking at them. Until Baba died 80-something, Sachmo, he was still smooth. And majority of them, they are still old, they are still singing, because that's when, and because the voice itself has turned into an instrument. And what you do with a good instrument is, douse it with the expertise, and then you sing better than when you were singing yesterday. I'm still trying. That's what I keep telling everybody. I'm still trying.
Sure.
You know, I told you my history of having been gathering stories and, you know, from when I was even much younger. Then when I traveled after Festac, the end of Festac, I was just managing to be in Nigeria because I made so much friends from all over the world. Then beginning of 1978, I took off for England, America. Eventually, I ended up in New York. New York was too cold that year. I was even afraid of going out of the room that was heater. Benji was always saying, you will pay, you will pay. This heater, oh yeah, bring $10. You will pay. But I couldn't stay anywhere without heater. I was feeling that I would be frozen. And how would they defreeze me? Okay. Then an opportunity came one day. They said I should come and be part of something. Benji gave me a top coat. I wore the heater, body heater, and I went there. And that was for the audition of that song, Onola. Ojagbaragada, Ayelujara, Ọ̀nà láàrin odò ré kọjá, ẹ̀rù òbodò, odò tí ṣàn, àkún omi ṣàn títí, ó já sí àárín ọ̀nà with the Ralph McDonald. Awerawe, wera, chorus. Ọ̀nà Ojagbaragada, Ayelujara, ọ̀nà láàrin odò ré kọjá, ẹ̀rù òbodò, odò tí ṣàn, ẹ̀kún omi ṣàn títí, ó já sí àárín ọ̀nà, odò lóhùn lẹ̀gbọ́n. Chorus by Hugh Masekela, Miriam Makeba, all of them late now. We went and we recorded that song. The song became a hit all over the world because there was Eric Gale, Grover Washington, all of them were on. I was at the hospitality room with all of them was saying, me, ordinary me, Jimmy, with all these giants in the industry. So when we finished it, they said by Easter, that song will be used for the opening of the Apollo Theater at the 125th Street. And this was still in end of January, bad cold. I called a medical doctor who, when he came here for a Peace Corps union or job, stayed in my house in Ife. I called and he said, it's a sunny day here today. I said, what are you talking about? I said, it's sunny here today. What's the matter with you, Jimmy? Sun in Los Angeles, cold in New York, in the same country. And I've just been paid for that job I did with Ralph McDonald. I told Benji, how can one get to Los Angeles? He said, no problem. So, just take a plane, and in a few hours, blah, you are in Los Angeles. I said, I went to the airline shop. How much? Is that all? Paid. I'm going tomorrow. So came tomorrow, taxi straight to the airport, flight number, got into it. And as we were landing in LA, true to God, son, I just started taking off the top coat and everything I was gabbed in, just started dropping them. To the point that just ordinary shirt and trouser, people were wearing just like you do in Lagos. And we like this area. That's how I keyed into the Los Angeles part. And the minute I got there, a lot of people that have met me here, they started introducing me, and I started doing shows, folk songs, storytelling, until it became a real job. I have a whole file here somewhere of bookings and all that I've done in LA district for schools, for Performing Tree, for some universities outside of LA, outside of California. So I created a company, That's where I started telling stories in schools, on KCTV. And I never knew that storytelling would be this everywhere I go. Because each time I tell a story in those days, I still do it till date now. I will dramatize the story. You will see all the animals. You will hear all the characters. You will see. That's when I was building up on storytelling, African Review. So when I came back, and I felt, what am I doing there? Oga called me and said, what are you doing there? America. So you want to live and die there? I said, no, sir. Come back home and let's do some work together. And Oga was in Ife here at that time, Professor Shoyinka. He reclaimed me, and since then I've not been back in America because I started thinking of it. This is where they know me. This is where I belong. So, in the moment I came back from America, I brought 1 or 2 members of my cast, and we wanted to do a show here. We called Be the Right, and we arranged a show for children at the staff club of Unilag in that courtyard. Children were there, and we did this storytelling thing. Children enjoyed it. I never used to take it that seriously, but I've done it even where people didn't know me, and they've accepted it and they enjoyed it. So I wanted to try it here. We invited the Lagos State Television, Channel 8, LTV 8. We invited them to come and cover the program. And out of the program, hours of programs they recorded, they edited them into 2 episodes. And they just called me like, we are going to play one of those things we recorded. I hope you don't mind. They played the first one. It became a hit. Boom, baba, it was allowed to join. They played the second one. People were falling in. Then they called us, myself and Bidi Wright, late Bidi Wright. So we started Family Scene. So Bidi Wright and I, they called us, let's come and give us this in series. I still was looking at Bidi Wright's handwriting in that file on my table. So we sat down. Enibi enio gbangba ere watayo láyé o èrò wa wo wa o gbangba. Once upon a time. So we were doing that for LTV 8 for years until there was, I didn't know how, we just stopped. Maybe we were asking for more money or something. And they said they didn't have more money to give us. And we would be leaving Ife to go and record for them in Lagos because Bidi Wright was staying with us in Ife. In those days, we were living on 163 and I think he was living on 171 or 175 further down on that street that you came in through. Yeah,